Special Monday episode for you folks.
It's time for chili.
Always singing. Instead of just ordering a bunch of food and slamming it down our face holes and trying to get views that way,
we're gonna make a bunch of food and slam it down our face holes.
So today,
very, very special chili.
We're making a special chili from a recipe that you got from a buddy of yours?
Yeah, the godfather himself, the man who taught me everything I need to know about drinking when I was a fresh little 18, 19-year-old in the military. Reid and his family recipe chili. It's probably one of the greatest things God's bestowed upon this earth, and I'm excited to slam it.
So we got our fancy grocery cart. Let's make some chili. Shut up, train!
All right, you can see it. You're not stupid. That's 4 pounds of steak. Round or sirloin, take your pick.
That's a good cutting technique right there.
Yeah, well, I practiced a lot on human flesh, so I know how to do it.
No truth to that at all, but
well, can't prove that.
Sick close-ups by me.
A little bit of oil. I don't have measurements. I just do a dollop and a spread. That's the move to make.
Dollop and a spread. Ooh, look at that. You just sectioned off part of the meat there.
Yeah, you want to cut it in 1 pound increments.
The spices we use for this today are hot Mexican-style chili powder.
Oregano.
Chipotle chili pepper.
And some habanero spices from Mr. Eric Ladle.
Thanks for those, Eric. Also, we use some of that paprika.
You don't gotta have that cayenne pepper.
Don't forget about your main man, cumin, ground cumin.
Yeah, the little spices. You see what Sean's putting on the screen there? Sprinkle those bad boys on there.
Out of the world, spice up your life. Everybody, never go.
And then the good stuff. This is a secret ingredient people don't know about. Kielbasa.
Kielbasa. You like that? Look, he's touching them all.
Get my fingers up on there. I just threw all that. That's just 1 pound.
What size are those? Those Sacagaweas?
Yeah.
Sacagaweas?
Yeah, those are cicada killers. What those are. And then this is not part of the Reid ingredients. This is part of the Corey Wagner #6 with cheese ingredients. Why not throw bacon in there? Anything I'm making, I'm thinking in my head, put more bacon.
Good thing I wore 2 pairs of underpants. Yeah, I'll put that camera kind of in the oven and do a fun shot.
The part that you would think I would hate, but I actually love, green stuff.
Whoa, onions. I cried like a bitch when you did this.
You and me both. I love onions and I want them in my body.
Sob City, seriously. Ooh, smaller onions.
Reid said to use the minced garlic that you can pre-buy. Definitely do that. Cutting garlic is a pain in the dick.
Yeah, you cut that for like an hour and a half. This is sped up. This is an hour and a half of footage.
Look at that. Oh, now dump it all together.
Browning them up.
Mix all the things that you love, except for the steak. Put the onions in there.
Onion dump. Onion dump 2017.
I know what you're thinking. It looks like it's too much onions. It's not. Once you mix it all in that big old vat we got, it loses its flavor, I guess, pretty quickly.
The trick is to undercook the onions.
The trick is to undercook the onions. Everybody is going to get to know each other in the pot.
Oh, sweet Lord.
Dude, 6 swipe, dude. You swipe them up.
Yeah, sorry for anybody who's watching this at home that I gave an erection to, because that is a thing.
Pat it down? Was that a pat down method?
Yep, I want a little bit less grease on there. So I just put it on a little paper towel, get some of that grease out of there. I'm not trying to grease it up too much.
Yeah. So here you did some sort of like a crazy method where you just didn't use any sort of knives.
Yeah, I like bacon bits. I like to just rip them up.
For whatever reason, I shot 2 different angles for this one. You'll see this, and then bada boom, you'll see this angle.
I like to switch it up, keep you on your toes.
Same fingers though, same guy, same bacon, same fingers.
Oh my God, that looks so good.
Mmm, greasy bacon.
I'm actually proud that I'm not just, oh my God, that looked amazing.
And then there's parts where we'll stop doing a voiceover and talk to you for real.
Johnny Poyer sent us these. Deceptively small. You'd look at these things, you say, that can't do much damage. Sean did first.
Death peppers.
Oh my God. I touched the tip of my tongue to one of those bad boys internally, and it about damn near blew my butthole out just from instantaneous taste bud to butthole connection.
If you don't like hot sauce, don't follow this recipe. Do what we did and just don't add any of the stuff that was spicy.
Yeah, because it'd still be a really good recipe even without the spicy stuff. We're just psychos who love spicy stuff, you know? Oh my 3-pepper god.
First, you start with the jalapeno and you slice it up super fast.
Then you do the habanero.
Habanero orange pepper, and then if somebody sends you really hot red peppers, you slice them up too.
And once again, this looks like too much, but I promise you, it wasn't even that spicy.
No, it was really the perfect amount.
It makes such a big vat, you know?
Yeah, a vat, V-A-T.
In this chunk, Reid's recipe usually calls for 2 28-ounce cans of whole tomatoes peeled, chopped, and drained, but we said, F that.
No way, sir. I said, hey, let's get some of that Hunt's tomato sauce. And then we obviously have the paste to go with it, plenty of broth. The liquefied version that you need to do this recipe, you're fine with.
Yeah, so that's where that's what we threw into this little vat.
Also, great job using a can opener. That was dope.
I'm an adult.
So this next section, you're just gonna pour all of that stuff into the crock pot.
Get the liquids in there, mix them all around. Oh, then the steak goes in.
And then the steak goes in.
And then the other goodies go
The sausage, onions, peppers go in. Look at them. Nice stirring method, by the way.
Yeah, you little twist and turn.
And then it's just really sexy close-ups of everything so far. But you're not done yet. There's plenty more that's gonna go in here.
There's all the garlic.
All that hard work you did on that garlic, put it in there.
I should have put more in. We only did like 3 cloves. We should have put 5 like the recipe called for. I thought
we could have done
too much.
55 cloves.
Yeah, the flavor really gets lost in that giant vat though, you know?
Yeah, but we're starting to look like a chili. You see this? This is not a recipe or a cooking channel, but all of a sudden, we're morphing ourselves. Look at us developing and changing.
I think there's one more secret ingredient in here maybe.
Oh, cacao!
You didn't know we were about to put some chocolate in there.
And we got that 56% chocolate because
Look at that baker's chocolate. This is for baking. Crazy.
look at that Vanna White form.
Ugh. Honestly, me and Sean were both like, is this real or is
Are
this
we
gonna be
supposed to do
weird?
this?
But we just
Semi-sweet.
gotta trust in the Godfather.
56% cocoa.
That main man Reid, we said, all right, we listened to his recipe, we're putting some semi-sweet chocolate in there, and it's the secret freaking ingredient.
Reid, we're doing right by you, son.
You
So then
know
we
it?
threw all those peppers in towards the end because we want to maintain that spice level throughout.
And then it's the main ingredient.
That bacon life, son.
Oh my.
Stir, stir, stir like you never stirred before. So Reid's recipe calls for some hot sauce. We pretty much put a damn near whole bottle of like quadruple XL El Yucateco.
Yep, from one of our fans sent us that El Yucateco, so we said,
Lexi Leo.
Lexi Leo's. We had to put that to good use.
Look at this strong man. Look at this man strength just stirring it. You know, it's tough to get. This is like trying to put like a boat through maple syrup.
Dude,
because that
seriously-
happens, right?
It's like 6 pounds of meat.
Yeah.
And then here's the secret taste ingredient. What you do is, and this is a Reid thing, you gotta put the ketchup in to taste. Basically, that chocolate and chili combo has a weird aftertaste, and the tanginess of the ketchup evens all that out. So you put a couple tablespoons of ketchup in there, and it gives you the freaking perfect flavor. Just put as much in as and keep tasting it, and then figure out the right amount.
Yeah, tanginess.
Hey, hands off!
Okay, so as the chili comes together, marinates, lets all those flavorings kind of stick against each other. Those are food words, right?
Yeah, we're professional chefs. We know how to talk, all right?
Just wanted to take a second to let you know that we don't agree on everything. When I'm gonna pour myself a big bowl of chili, I want crackers on top of it. I go mini saltines. Y'all mess with mini, original, premium saltines? This is the way to go.
Question isn't whether or not you mess with mini saltines, it's whether or not you mess with mini saltines. When you have the option of Cheez-Its, all right? Of course you go Cheez-Its as your topper with the chili. Just think about it though, it makes perfect sense.
No, I don't need
What do you like
more.
on your chili? Cheese and crackers? How about you guys comment and tell us what you would prefer to have on there?
We take you to 18 to 24 hours later. It's the next day.
We did it, we survived one more day.
We did it, so what'd you do?
0 things. I stirred like twice maybe, you just leave it in there. It's the simplest thing you can imagine. You leave it in 3 hours and then you put it in the fridge.
Not your mom and dad's cooking show. All right, so inside this big cold box,
Their parents do a cooking show too?
your parents have a cooking show? Do they have a YouTube channel or are they on Vimeo? So yeah, inside this giant vertical cold box, do the unboxing, the unfridging.
Yeah!
Not your parents' cooking show. Wait.
Yeah, it feels girthy, doesn't it? And then here's my little trick. When I'm heating this up, I like layers and layers and layers and layers of cheese. So I do a layer of cheese, heat for like 30 seconds to a minute, spoon it up,
Yeah, spoon it.
and then add another layer of cheese, and then spoon it up,
Spoon it up. More cheese, more cheese.
and then add another layer of cheese, and you just keep doing that until you got so much cheese and it's so hot that you're in heaven.
It should be enough cheese where you get an actual heart attack. Through the several rounds of heating up, cheesing,
Haha, selvage.
have your friend clown around. And then look at that. It might look like dog food, but it ain't tasting like no dog food.
All right, we're about to top it off. Sean has chosen some premium crackers. I'm sure we'll both do a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I got the extra toasty Cheez-It, little sour cream if that's your thing. Let's take it over to the dining area. All right, here's the true test. I always suggest washing it down with the delicious adult beverage.
Oh, right.
All right, I'm gonna do a little SC, a little sour cream.
Doesn't need to be glamorous, folks. Just needs to taste good.
Yeah.
Bone of truth, my friend.
Yeah, it's
Like you said.
good. It's a little bit of everything.
Cheers.
Oh my God. It's so good.
How there's not more overbearing spice. Like, I
Right.
wonder if the average person this would knock their socks off. But putting all those different peppers in there,
Yeah, you'd think it'd be much spicier.
the first thing I get is how well you cook the meat.
Meat's really good.
Kielbasa, the sirloin steak,
It's easy to do.
bacon.
You really can't screw it up.
And the great thing about chili is a lot of times it ends up just being like dumping everything into a container and letting science go to work.
Yeah. And the science is, everyone loves bacon, kielbasa, and steak, you know?
Rule of thumb, if you're trying to do it like Corey, make sure to really give it those layers of cheese. Normally I just torch it for 4 minutes and then stir and do cheese. This guy's like minute cheese, minute cheese, minute cheese. That really gives it even more stickiness too, you know? So good. The recipe for this was also in the description box as well as on screen, everything we used. You can alter anything you want, less peppers,
Yeah, we
add beans, don't add bacon, whatever you want. That's the beauty of chili. But when you eat chili on this series, no matter what you put in it, no matter what you drink it with, you do say one thing at the end.
eat it, bitch. It's always good.